My name is O'Brien Schofield. For years, I believed I knew who I was. I was a husband, a father, a professional athlete, a provider, a man who believed that if you worked hard, loved your family, and followed God, everything would eventually work itself out. I was wrong. Because sometimes, the greatest danger doesn't come wearing the face of an enemy. Sometimes it comes disguised as truth. Sometimes it comes wrapped in religion. Sometimes it comes through people you trust. This story is not about perfection. It's not about revenge. It's not about settling scores. This is my testimony. A testimony about deception, betrayal, loss, faith, and the God who carried me through all of it. Crooked Part 1. The beginning of the end. There was a time when my life looked successful from the outside. I had a family. I had purpose. I had a future I believed in. But behind closed doors, things were changing. Slowly at first. Almost too slowly to notice. Relationships became strained. Conversations became different. The people closest to me began speaking a language I no longer recognized. Questions were treated like rebellion.
Everything.
Everything?
Yes, everything. He will have no strength left to fight.
What do I need to do?
Concern was treated like weakness. Doubt was treated like betrayal. And before I realized what was happening, I found myself trapped in a reality that no longer made sense. I watched people surrender their own judgment. I watched families divided. I watched loyalty demanded in ways that felt increasingly dangerous.
He is not a man of God, but a man loved by God. Leave everything behind and follow me.
I watched individuals place their faith in men while claiming it was faith in God. And as I began asking questions, something changed. The pressure intensified. The isolation grew. People I thought would stand beside me disappeared. Family relationships suffered. Friendships collapsed.
Fire.
My world became smaller and smaller. There were moments when I questioned my own sanity. Moments when I wondered if I was the problem. Moments when I sat alone, asking God to show me the truth, because nothing around me felt real anymore. What I didn't know was that this was only the beginning.
Bro, God said I am about to go through something too. Really, I don't know what just happened. This past year has been...
The losses would become greater. The pain would become deeper. And the battle would become far more personal than I ever imagined. There were days I felt abandoned. Days I felt broken. Days I felt like everything I had built was slipping through my fingers. But in the middle of that darkness, God was teaching me something. He was teaching me that truth does not fear investigation. Truth does not hide in darkness. Truth does not demand blind obedience. And truth always survives exposure. The more I searched, the more questions I found. The more questions I found, the more resistance I encountered. And the deeper I looked, the more I realized that what was happening around me was far bigger than I had first believed. This series is the story of that journey. The journey from trust to doubt, from confusion to clarity, from devastation to survival, from darkness to light. What you're about to hear changed my life forever. Some will believe it. Some will reject it. But every word comes from the perspective of a man who lived it. A man who lost more than he ever thought possible. And a man who discovered that even when everything around you falls apart, God can still preserve what matters most. This is not the end of the story. This is where the story begins. This is Crooked.
Watched you slowly fade away, turned gone. Told myself I shouldn't stay, yet I'm still here holding on. Love, I closed my eyes and prayed. Saw your face under the moon. I still hear the things you said. I tell myself I'm over you.